Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the matrimony.com Q2FY25 conference call. As a reminder, all participant line will be in listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this call is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Abhishek Banerjee from ICICI Securities. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Hello everyone. On behalf of ICICI Securities, I welcome you to the Q2FY25 earnings call of matrimony.com. Representing the company, we have Mr. Murugavel Janakiraman, MD and CEO, and Mr. Sushant Pai, CFO. Thank you for the opportunity to host this call. Over to you, Mr. Janakiraman, for your opening remarks.
Okay. Thank you, Abhishek Banerjee. Good evening, everyone. In Q2, due to seasonality, we had a decline both on quarter-on-quarter basis and year-on-year basis. While we had two consecutive challenging quarters, things have started progressing in the right direction. The first thing is the profiles have started to bounce back. We're having the good increase in profiles. Coinciding with the massive upcoming wedding season, where over 4 million people are expected to tie the knot, we have launched a 360-degree Great Indian Matchmaking Fest commercial across India, where are giving a special benefit to our paid users like discounts from over 200 plus brands. We also started seeing uptake in the fresh payment. Due to 2 quarters of decline, renewal may take one more quarter. We see renewal payments to bounce back from Q4 onwards. We have taken Anil Kapoor as a brand ambassador to promote community-based matrimony sites. We are strengthening our offerings and the processes to increase the momentum in the coming quarters. Now, to state that we have launched the following offerings. We launched app love.com, LUV.com, in the matchmaking space to address next generation serious relationship. The offering will focus on the theme of love before marriage, thereby building a clear differentiation and addressing the market potential in India. We intend to monetize this a couple of quarters down the line. We are also experimenting a commission-based model in the wedding services under a brand called Make My Wedding in Chennai. This is designed to connect customers with a set of curated experienced vendors in the initial phase and offering exclusive deals and support through a dedicated relationship manager. Whether the customer looking to get married, whether looking for a single service or range of services, they need to pay a subscription fee to avail the services. Our relationship manager will understand the requirements, can be set up curated service provider. The vendors, the customer interested, they also get a better deal. We also get a commission from the service providers. This service being piloted in Chennai, and apart from the discount and the getting the service from the trusted and reliable service provider, the customer will also get special discounts on the shopping from the top brands. We already tied up the top brands in Chennai, including brands like GRT, to get a special discount on the jewelry shopping. We launched a new line of business called manyjobs.com to focus exclusively on frontline and entry-level jobs. The initial launch completed for the Tamil Nadu market in both English and vernacular. The initial phase will be build the ecosystem to get traction in Tamil Nadu. We need to keep this free till we reach a critical benchmark acceptance success. So this job portal it's a sort of India's first grey collar job portal and focusing exclusively on the front end entry level jobs. Again, the focus only on Tamil Nadu at this point of time. We are in the process of launching a business in the area of wedding loans. A customer-first, advocacy-led lending platform, creating an industry-first dedicated category for facilitating wedding loans in collaboration with the leading institution. This product will be launched during this month. I'm also excited to and proud to state that matrimony.com has officially been certified a great place to work by an assessment conducted by Great Place to Work India, based on the feedback received from all our associates. This recognition reflects our commitment to fostering a culture of trust, respect, and collaboration, complemented by dedication and contribution of leaders and all our associates. Now coming to the results. In quarter 2, due to reasons already explained, we achieved a billing of 111 crores, a decline of 5.5% quarter-over-quarter and 5.2% year-on-year. Revenue at 115.5 crore, a decline of 4.2% quarter-over-quarter and 5.5% year-on-year. The key highlights for the matchmaking business for quarter 2 are as follows. The billing at rupees 109.9 crore, a decline of 5.5% quarter-over-quarter and 4.3% year-on-year. Revenue at rupees 114.3 crore, a decline of 3.7% quarter-over-quarter and 4.1% year-on-year. We added 2.4 lakh paid subscription during the quarter, a decline of 6.4% quarter-over-quarter and 4.9% year-on-year. AT for the matchmaking business has been flattish both on a quarter-over-quarter and year-on-year basis. We create about 30,600 plus success stories. Now coming to the marriage services business and other businesses, which include the investment in making and other initiatives, the billing were at rupees 1.18 crore, a decline of 2.3% quarter-over-quarter and 47.6% year-on-year. Revenue was rupees 1.24 crore, a decline of 37.2% quarter-over-quarter and 49.0% year-on-year. Loss in the quarter was rupees 3.64 crore as compared to losses of rupees 2.21 crore in quarter 1 of FY25. Losses are increased mainly due to investment in the launch of new initiatives. On the billing and revenue outlook for Q3, the matchmaking billing is expected to come back to the growth levels in Q3. However, there will be revenue decline due to the muted billing growth in quarter 2. In Q4, we expect both billing and revenue growth to move to a better level. Marriage services we expect to be at a similar level of Q2. Now let me pass on to Susan to comment on the key profit highlights. Susan, over to you.
Thanks, Muruga. Our EBITDA margin for the matchmaking business in Q2 is at 22.6%, same as in Q1, and increased as compared to 21.3% a year ago. Marketing expenses for matchmaking in quarter 2 is at 45.2 crores as compared to 47.1 crores in quarter 1 and 46.1 crores a year ago. So you would have observed we have optimized the marketing expenses a bit in this quarter. Excluding marketing expenses, our margins in the matchmaking business is at 62%, same as in Q1 and 60% a year ago. On a consolidated basis, our EBITDA margins in Q2 are at 15.2% compared to 16.7% in quarter 1 and 15.1% a year ago. Tax rate in the quarter is at 23.3%. Profit after tax is at 13.2 crores, a decline of 5.8% quarter-on-quarter and growth of 5% year-on-year. Share of quarter 2 loss from Astrovision, which is our associate company, is 3.5 lakhs. Our cash balance is at 379 crores, declined slightly as compared to quarter 1 due to the dividend payout. ROCE annualized is at about 13%. On the outlook for quarter 3 margins, we expect the profit after tax to be lower than the levels of quarter 3 of last year due to the investments in the new areas. I would like to end with the customary safe harbor statement. Certain statements during this call could be forward-looking statements on our business. These involve a number of risks and uncertainties that could cause the actual results to differ materially from such forward-looking statements. We do not undertake to update any such forward-looking statements that may be made from time to time by or on behalf of the company unless it is required by law. We can now open the floor for Q&A.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handset while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Rishabh Shah from Bugler Rock PMS. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. Question from my side. So since you were spending more in the non-South markets for the expansion process, so how have you benefited in the terms of revenue, and what are your further expansion plans?
Okay. Thank you, Rishabh Shah. Okay. Actually, so we now started investing now because last 2 we've seen that we're not done much on the North India, and once again we started investing. We launched that Great India and the Matchmaking Fest, the campaign in North India. We also taken Anil Kapoor as a brand ambassador, pretty much for the North and Western markets. So intent to invest began the North and North market in particular. To sort of we see that the market where that overall the advertisement spend has come down, and we also did not invest much in the market for the last couple of quarters. And coinciding the wedding season, we see that now to March there are 4 million weddings are taking place, and we intend to leverage that wedding season, and also that we realize that we started investing in the northern market. We also see the opportunity in the community-based matrimony side. That's the reason we got Anil Kapoor as a brand ambassador. So going forward, we intend to invest in the north.
So what I understand from this industry is more the marketing spend, more you are competitive and more you are there in the industry. So is it about the survival of the fittest? Like who can spend more and who can create more brand image in the eyes of people?
The thing is that definitely in this category, we've seen that couple of years ago, that definitely not couple of years ago, we've seen that increasing marketing spend much more than what was warranted. But of late we've seen that some other market and some other player, there is the marketing spend has come down. It's something the market specific reduction in the marketing spend, or also player specific. Then the number 3 player, they're fairly now kind of reduce the marketing spend. And number 2 player, again, they've been advertising various markets, some other markets are investing heavily. And we realize that the competition intent is to continue to be there, while it's not that all the players have stopped advertising. So in a way that, as I said in the past, the high marketing spend may not continue for long term, which already seen happening in one of the players. We continue to maintain at a certain threshold as a leader in the category. So we may achieve progress. We hope the things may get optimized. Having said that, even marketing spend, it cannot go beyond certain limit. There's no point in spending beyond certain threshold. However, as a leader, we need to maintain certain level of visibility and to ensure that brands have the sufficient reach and the brand visibility. So also the way that the media also moving today, not only TV, that other forms of media also, the media shift has been happening. So you have to have the presence in various mediums. So yes, there is an increasing marketing spend happening in the category because of the the other players spending the money. If that comes down, we also may reduce the marketing spend.
Okay, so my next question is the elite or premium matrimony. Since those are a completely different type of clients we have with more ARPU, so do we have any plans to grow that particular business? It's a very small but very profitable kind of business for us.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So you may know that today we have a presence in various airports. We are the first company to set up exclusive experience centers in the various airports. Today we are present in 8 airports across India for elite matrimony, and we definitely looking at elite matrimony, as you rightly said. The premium segment is an opportunity, so it's small at this point of time. So we intend to focus, intend to grow that business as well. So the reason for setting up our elite matrimony experience center in various airports to create the enhanced visibility for elite matrimony. So that I've been doing it. So
okay. And so my next question is, do customers who do not find their match and are in the mid type of services, not in the elite, not in the below type of services, in the mid segment, move up the service, move up the service? They move up.
No, the thing is that, for us that, Rishabh, is that it's selling the right package to the customer, what is the appropriate package the customer. So not all the customer can move up. The elite matrimony intended for the rich and affluent, for elite. If someone not found the life partner in the mix, the package, the lower level package, doesn't mean they move to elite. Elite needs to have certain level of network or certain criteria to be for elite matrimony. So our intent always been, our thought process, our approach always been selling the right package to the customer. So the customer can use the online package. We happy for the customer to take online package. And customer needs assistance or better or faster the match, we may recommend actual matchmaking service. But it's not that people move up. It's based on their socioeconomic status and what kind of product they need.
Okay, sure. Thank you. I'll join back in the queue.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Madhur Rathi from Counter Cyclical Investment. Please go ahead.
Sir, thank you for the opportunity. Sir, I wanted to understand on our marriage services business. Sir, we have been making constantly losses and our revenue has kind of flattened. I guess you mentioned that will grow going forward. So I'm trying to understand when can our losses reduce, or do we have any plans for making the segment profitable? And similarly on the revenue or the revenue side, so what kind of growth can we expect from the segment over the next 2 to 3 years?
Sorry, so the line was not clear.
Are you asking about wedding services?
Yes, sir. I'm asking about the marriage services segment.
Sorry for interrupting you, sir. Your voice is not clear. Speak a little loud.
The question was about marriage services, when you expect to think. If that question is right, Madhur, let me explain. I hope that is your question. So wedding services, so we did it as a wedding bazaar is there, there's a marketplace model. And while that is at a certain level, and we see that business has a certain level of potential, but we are looking at a commission-based model. We believe that can be a better opportunity, which again we are piloting in Tamil Nadu at this point of time in Chennai. So basically, instead of the wedding bazaar model where we generate the lead and pass on to the vendor, or get a subscription revenue from vendor, we are looking at getting a commission from the vendor. So that's the model we are piloting it. We think that may be a better model. Again, however, it's still in the early stages. We want to try it out and see whether we could able to make it successful. So we are confident about the pivoted to this model. We believe we're able to make it successful. So probably a better update in the coming quarters. And if this business takes off, then we could able to reduce the losses and also move to a better growth in wedding services.
Okay. So as I understand, sir, this business seems much more lucrative from our main business, and it looks like that it can grow much faster. So on the growth front, and at what level can we expect at least a break even from this commission, or if you can just help us understand how are we planning? Because I guess in our investor presentation we have highlighted that we have a network of 200,000 vendors. So if you could just help us understand how can this become profitable, as well as what kind of revenue growth can we expect going forward over the next 2 to 3 years from this segment?
Yeah. See, the wedding services is very minuscule. So you're able to get the product market right, make my wedding, where you facilitate wedding services, where you get the money from the customer or also commission to vendor. If this picks up, if you're able to make it right, then obviously we may see a better growth. However, as I said, still in very early stage, we've just been piloting in the last month or so. So it's too early to comment on that. Again, I told you, it is very minuscule at this point and the overall scheme of things compared to talking about wedding as industry, and the next 4 months alone, the expectation will be that 3 lakh crore will be spent on wedding related services. So that's a massive opportunity. However, you have to get the current model of wedding bazaar seems to be sort of having certain challenges. We are now piloting this model. Let's see how it progresses. If it progresses, the growth can be much better. However, it's still too early to comment on this one.
Okay. So there is a final question from my side. So we are currently doing a buyback. So why are we doing a buyback at such a premium? Sir, there was an opportunity to do a buyback before 30th of September, where we could have get the indexation benefit, but even that I lost. So I'm trying to understand why did we deploy this capital much more efficiently than like right now doing a buyback?
See, basically, the board evaluates various ways to reward the shareholders. And so this was the second buyback. And we discussed the board, and we thought that it's better to pay a certain premium. And it was a board decision. And on the buyback. Again, as I said, it's one of the ways to reward the shareholders. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Mr. Abhishek Banerjee. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thanks. So, in the matchmaking services business, the billings number growth has still been subdued. Though your commentary kind of suggested that there are going to be a lot more weddings over the next few months. So, how do you kind of correlate those two data points?
So basically, Abhishek, so we are just focusing on the new model of bidding services. That's where the focus is. So we want to cut down the losses in the other form of bidding services. We want to focus on the naked bidding. So this is not, again, we told you, with this thing kind of piloting in only in Tamil Nadu. We just want to get the product right and offering right before you take it to other markets. The reason for the decline because of the way they're optimizing the cost, optimizing certain things. So we want to run the bidding service at certain level and drive the existing business at certain level and try to achieve the break even and profitability and invest in the new offerings in the wedding services. So that was the reason we got.
I'm talking about matchmaking services. There also.
Oh, matchmaking. Okay, sorry, I thought you mentioned the wedding services. So matchmaking, what we've seen that last couple of quarters, in some other markets, in particularly India, that there's a prolonged the no auspicious days of weddings, particularly market like in South, some other markets. So the one of the reasons we also saw that post the COVID, where the spike in profile happened after that for some subdued in terms of profile growth. However, as we speak, the things have started to bounce back. The profiles have started growing, and also wedding season has started. And we also made some changes in our way we do things. So the good thing that the profiles have bounced back, and fresh payment, even the month of October, there's an increase in fresh payment. Even the month of November, as we speak, there's an increase in the first time payment. But the renewal may take us one more quarter because since we have two quarters of decline, it may take one more quarter to bounce back. So while this quarter we may move to the growth level, it still may be very, very marginal. But starting Q4, we see that both fresh and renewal and moves up, we'll move to the growth levels in both in quarter 4 and both on billing level and renewal level. We believe that I think the first of this thing happened in the history of matrimony. We hope we don't get into any degrowth in the henceforth. I think that's where we are strategizing and working our team. So we also exhibited new ideas, new things. I believe we are on in the right path. I think we'll be on starting now. We'll be getting to the growth trajectory.
Got it. But so just to understand, what kind of volume and what kind of realization growth are we expecting going ahead?
We may expect some increase in ARPU slightly, possibly because on the quarter 4 onwards, and the volume may also increase. But we are not giving a number at this point of time. Again, we have to wait and see how the whole thing will work out. But definitely, this outlook is for us. Yeah, definitely increasing both in ARPU as well as
it will be volume led. That we can assume, right? That is
that will be volume growth. That we both will grow. We expect the volume growth also. We also expect some maybe some marginal increase in ARPU also may happen.
Got it. But also, how does that? I mean, given you are also extending your presence in northern markets, how do you expect suddenly to increase ARPU on top of that? So are there any additional services that you are going to be offering within matchmaking? How will you manage to do this?
See, one thing is about online matchmaking. We also have the premium services. Now we have a assisted service, the elite service, and also Q4 normally is a good quarter. So the combination of the increase in the personal services. So we expect there will be some margin increase, but mostly it will come from the volume growth.
Okay. So one of your competitors seems to have, seems to be doing slightly worse off because of whatever fallout with their backers and all. Do you really see any consolidation happening from that side?
No, we don't see anything at this point of time. But if at all any opportunity, we'll evaluate. So, but we don't see anything at this point of time.
Understood. Now, if I come to the wedding services part of the business, there are startups which are doing, which have gotten into it, and they seem to have, found a product market fit of some sort. Is there anything that we're learning from them? So, is our new strategy kind of based on that, or is it something we are trying on an experimental basis?
See, the category is Abhishek, large enough, so different models can evolve. So at this point of time, we initially began with the market-based model. Now we are thinking on this commission-based model. So when the category is large enough, different models may evolve, but based on our our experience, based on that large number, based on what you have studied, we at this point of time we think this is a model we want to go ahead with, and so let's see how it actually evolves.
Okay, and just one last question. This one is on the new business that you have started in the employment space. So that is also kind of taking on one of your competitors head on, and that company has notoriously been, increasing their ad spend in the last couple of years. So any reason why you are suddenly getting aggressive on this? Is this a flanking strategy, or is it something that you really believe can become a growth driver for you in the future?
No, we definitely think it can be a growth driver for long run, because we've been in the business for almost 2 decades. We understand the consumer segment fairly very well. We are not launched yet another job portal. So in a way, we launched sort of first of this kind. It's focused on frontline and entry-level jobs. So we are keeping this at this point of time limited only to Tamil Nadu, because we see the most of the openings, most of the attrition is pretty much in that segment, front-end entry-level jobs. We are kept bilingual. We want to try it in one market. We are in a way competing with any player in this space, so we are not competing with other established players. So we are just focusing on the one segment of that, the front-end entry-level sort of grey-collar job. That's our focus. So again, we want to keep it at this point of time to free, and we are getting a reasonable number of resumes on a daily basis. And once you reach the 10 threshold, based on the acceptance, then we may intend to monetize, may take it to other markets. Time being, it's more of we saw an opportunity, keeping a long-term outlook of opportunity in India, and based on our experience, we feel there's an opportunity in this space. Yeah.
Oh, sir. Thank you so much. I'll get back into the queue.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Darshan Shah from Multi-Act Equity Consultancy Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. So my question is regarding this comment that you made with respect to profit for the next quarter. So you mentioned that the profit could be lower next quarter. So just wanted to understand, this is because of certain investments that we are doing, and would they be in the existing segment, or it would be in the new segment?
So it's a combination of both. So because of the reason the profit is slightly less on account of one is that we had the billing degrowth in Q2. That will translate to the billing in Q3 may move up, but the revenue will be down on account of the lower billing in Q2. Plus, some of the new initiatives launched. That new initiative may call for some investment. So plus also the Q3, the wedding season has started. So there will be some increase in marketing on our core business also. The combination of some increase in marketing in the core business, plus also investment in new business, it may lead to some drop in the revenue of compared to the earlier year. So we are making investment. We expect that the Q4 where things will move back, and both revenue will move up and billing will move up. So the profit also start more from Q4 on.
Okay, and with respect to the Google, so there was this benefit that we were supposed to get, right, around 3 percentage points. So when should we see that kind of flowing through?
No, actually we are not at this point of the thing. There is no the cost to Google at this point of time.
Sorry? Sorry, I missed that.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
I think what you're referring to is that last year we had Google, right? And this year we don't have. That benefit has not come. See, this year what has happened is, like Murga discussed, Q2 has been a muted quarter. There has been billings fall. And in this year, Q1 also had unusual number of inauspicious days. So both put together, the Q1 billing also fell. Otherwise, usually Q1 is a strong quarter for us. So that created a lower revenue in Q2. And therefore, the overall PAT has come down, as compared to, or rather that Google benefit has not come back to us. So we believe that, as we go along, when things bounce back, we are seeing, like we said, the fresh is coming back, the renewal may bounce back in Q4. And with all of these new initiatives that focus on personalized services, creating this Great Indian Matchmaking Fest, all this put together, in Q4, we believe that some effect of the profit should come back.
Got it. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rishabh Shah from Bugle Rock PMS. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. So, since you have a matrimony question, so what?
Sorry for interrupting you, sir. Your voice is not clear. Could you speak loud?
Is right? Correct now?
No, sir.
Can you speak a little louder? Yeah.
Right? Okay. Sir, what is the criteria for elite matrimony? Suppose a person wants to show his profile on the elite matrimony. So is there a huge screening process, or anyone can be on the elite matrimony profile?
Oh, no, not anyone can be elite matrimony. You have to be elite to be part of elite matrimony, based on net worth or income above certain threshold, or based on your educations or professions. Only meeting certain criteria, it can be part of elite matrimony. It's a private database, it's a confidential database. It's out of relationship on it. So paying money doesn't get you the elite.
Okay. And so one question on the profile safety is one of the most important things for us in the matrimony platform, because we hear a lot of scams related to this. So what are we doing on those fronts, like leak profiles getting leaked, fake profiles, and what are we doing?
Yeah. No, it's not elite profile. That is elite is private and not in a listed elite profile.
No, not just talking about the elite matrimony, in general, sir.
Oh, in general. Okay. Sorry. Okay. In terms of, there is a thing about, while there are like security measures where the people need to ID verified profiles are there, and each and every profile go through OTP mechanism. However, there are some challenges. That's a fact. So there are some people misuse the photos. Sometimes there are fraudsters try to use the photo to create a platform and try to scam people. But however, when we get millions of profiles, there are 6 to 7 million people added to a platform. The number of such things are very minuscule. However, as a brand, you need to, as a trusted player, leading player, being a pioneer in this space, we need to continue to evolve and figure out ways to do that. We'll continue to evolve, but still there are some challenges at this point of time. In fact, year before we got Vidya Balan as a brand ambassador to educate people on these online matrimony scams. So however, the numbers are small, minuscule. However, it's a concern. It's one of the challenges the industry is grappling with. So the not only online matrimony, the various forms of online industry are facing various forms of fraud. So a lot of challenges. Our category is about this kind of some fraud and all the things. We need to figure it out. I'm sure as to progress, we could be able to figure out the ways to address these users. Other challenge is not only the profile that created by individuals. There are parents and relatives also use the profile. It's not just created by self or almost only the first place. But there are some challenges. We continue to educate. We also continue to evolve and figure out how to completely stop. But at this point, there is no foolproof mechanism to address this one. So our message will take, it's about user being being diligent about it. And while our education will communicate to people that don't send money to any prospect for whatever reason, but still some people end up in getting duped and all that. So yeah, fraud is one of the challenges. So small, but it's a interesting problem that we need to address it.
Yeah, right. So, my next question is, what, sir, after someone has got married on matrimony, so do you meet with them or do you call them for their feedbacks, and how do you improve on the negative ones?
No, we have definitely that we constantly get feedback from customers, and customers also give feedback to us. So the product improvement is continuous process, service improvement on ongoing basis. So that happens at regularly. We also reach out to people who are getting married to us, and we get
any of the negative feedback would you like to say, if you've got and you've corrected them?
No, that's always when you see we are dealing with millions of users, and particularly service category, we are not offering any product. So definitely there are the ongoing feedback. So on the product side and how to, that's the ongoing thing. So nothing one specific I can, that is ongoing suggestion, ongoing improvement happening, because we are talking about dealing with millions of users.
And so my next question is, we had stated in 2022 that the wedding bazaar will be 100 crore business in the next 3 to 4 years. So are we on that path, and how far are we from that, sir?
No, as you told, we are trying out a new model. So that depends on how successful new model, how successful the new model is going to evolve into. So at this point of time, we are piloting it. It's too early. If the business picks up again, we are talking about a very large industry, and become successful, yeah, we can achieve it. But depends on how well we execute and how well the people are accepting this opportunity. And it all depends. But we believe there's a big opportunity, but we have to execute well and ensure that this opportunity, what we launch, become highly successful.
So my last question is, as you said, you are in this business for a couple of decades. So how has the transition been in the online marriages in the past, let's say, 8 to 9 years? Have people been more accepting to do a marriage online, which they didn't think about it before?
No, absolutely. So today, online matrimony is one of the most preferred source of finding life partners for anybody who is looking at getting married. So the industry is doing more than 2 decades, and it's a well accepted and the most preferred method of finding life partners. So that is already happened.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Amit Saxena, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. So, if I understand that we have a market share, we are market leader, and we have a market share close to 60% pan India. But when it comes to the region-wide split, we'd like to share I would like to know what kind of market share we have regionally. So I understand in South we are at the top, but probably in North we are weaker. So can you give us the kind of the market share in the region, in the 4 regions?
So it's very difficult. Definitely we have very high market share in South, and definitely are leader in West as well as in the East. Very difficult to quantify what level of leadership in the West and East, but not definitely one other player. We need to definitely catch up. That's the reason now we have once again started to invest in the North Indian market. As I said, we got earningcall as a brand ambassador for community matrimony, and we also started investing big in this for the Great Indian, for the upcoming wedding season. We launched a Great Indian Matchmaking Fest. So we hope that that going forward with that focus on the North Indian market with both for community matrimony as well as for Bharat matrimony, we believe that we could increase the market share in North India. So at this point in time, what is the exact percentage? Yeah, one thing, we definitely not the one market. We need to catch up, but we hope we can make inroads in the North Indian market.
So related to that, the marketing expense that we do on a yearly basis, which probably ranks from 150 to say 200 crores with the annual run rate. Is it right to assume that a larger portion of that goes to the North Indian market where you want to capture? Should that reading be correct?
No, it's not. Not definitely an expensive market. Yeah, some portions go on the North Indian market. Again, the marketing spend also sometimes based on seasonality. We also do some adjustment. It's not a static investment of so much goes to North India. We just within the marketing thing, we try to depend on seasonality, depends on the opportunity. We do some kind of adjustment in the marketing campaign. The last couple of invest in North Indian market. Now we see the time to invest in the North Indian market. So those kind of adjustment you do. And again, our budget is it's broad-based across India, so not only goes to North Indian market. Yeah, we do spend some amount of money in the North Indian market, but it's North is in a way quite expensive market also, and the GECs are quite expensive. Yeah, it depends on the region. It depends on the opportunities in the market, and depends on the media. Yeah, the budget gets allocated accordingly. We don't have any sort of proportional allocation, okay, this much budget for all the things. We try to juggle over the market according to the opportunity, according to the seasonality also.
Okay. Sir, on the ATV, the average transaction value which you reported roughly 4,500 per user. So, is it a blended? I understand it's a blended average, but due to our new initiatives like Jodi, which is with the ATV will be much lower, or Elite Matrimony, which will be much higher than the average. So is it right to assume that the blended average is 4,500 is for our basic or the starting product, and is not kind of is not blended because of the other products like Elite or Jodi, because they have very different price points. So
no, it is blind. It's a blended because obviously Elite and all very small part of our revenue. So it's a blended. So it's a combination of all the packages put together.
Yeah, but immediately will be the 3 or 6 month package in the normal space of which we offer. But what I wanted to ask is that do Jodi or Elite Matrimony distort over this average number? I mean, are they as big as that it can distort the average number?
No, that's a smaller business. Yeah, it doesn't distort the number. No, there is a proportion of Elite as well.
Yeah, there's a proportion Elite, there's a proportion assisted as well, so which are higher ARPU. So at this point, what do you think blended, including Jodi, online, assisted, Elite? So if the ARPU increases, if the premium services goes up, the ARPU increases. The bottom of the pyramid increases, the ARPU goes down also. It depends on which segment of the category grows. So accordingly, ARPU may maybe move up or move down also.
Okay. Okay, so one last question from my side. So our if we see the last 5-year trend, we do see that the number of users are going up, probably from 7.5 lakhs 5 years ago to say probably 10 lakhs now on a yearly basis. But our average transaction value has been more or less static. So is it right to assume that we don't have much pricing power on the on the average transaction value, given that the kind of inflation we see going on in the last 5 years, we don't see any improvement there. So we lack the pricing power there.
No, basically, I think you have to say it differently, because it was not the case 5 years ago we didn't have Jodi, which is low, price very low, so we didn't have that offering. So if we include Jodi, obviously, that's with a very price very low. So the blended ARPU also include Jodi as well. So if you have to include Jodi, obviously the ARPU would be better. But in the AT, what you are seeing is the blend of all these package, including LA2, Jody, and everything. That's the reason you got AT at this level. So it's not that, yes. Obviously, one thing to look at, we also not increase the price in some other segments. So we try to, in some segment, we try to sell it at a different price. So yes, today online is operating at a certain ARPU, which will not increase the price for some time, which is right. But however, we see the opportunity in the premium segment, and that has been going up. So we may achieve progress, we may increase the price. In the last couple of years, we have not done much on the price. Achieve progress, we may look into whether there's scope to fine tune the price. Okay.
Thank you very much for the answer, sir.
Thank you, Amit. I appreciate it.
Thank you. As there are no further questions, I would now like to hand the conference over to management for closing comments.
Thank you, Nisha. Thank you, ICICI Securities, for hosting this call. If you have any further questions, write to us. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. I look forward to connecting you the next quarter. Thank you so much.
On behalf of ICICI Securities, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your line.